we need to render the list of products, but we don't have any products created for now, so we'll just keep a placeholder. Okay, so we'll take a div, and here I'll take a class name. We'll do grid, we'll do gap of 4. For MD I will do grid columns of 3. all right, and for large let's do this one, grid columns of 4. so this will be my placeholder. And after this, what we're going to do, right, we will be opening another sheet component for this. And now again, for this one, right, we need some configuration, because I already told you previous video that this kind of configuration we already discussed how to create the command form. So I'm not going to write all of this because this will take a lot of time, right? So I'm just going to show you that what exactly I have written. So I'll copy this, and also, to be honest, I also don't write personally, so I'll go to ChatGPT and then I'll tell to create all of this, because if you see, right, these things are extremely time consuming. Like, so if I just paste it here, right, so if you see, so we have a add products form elements. So products will have a title, the component type will be input, type is text. Now I don't have to say also, like, you'll be able to understand very easily. Description, again this will be text area, then category, then I have some men, women, kid, accessories, footwear, then I have some popular brand, that's it. And then we have a price, which will be type of number, sell price, and total stock, that's it. So this is the main the form controls that we need to create a new product. I'll close this, and also now let's go here. So after this, I'm going to take another component, and let's do a, so we'll do open products, we'll do open create products dialog, and we'll do set open create products dialog, right? And then we're going to do use state of false. Now on click of this, we'll take a on click, and we'll do set open products open create products dialog true, and here we are going to pass the open, which will be our open create products dialog, and on open change. For now what we'll do, right, we'll simply just do set open products dialog will be false. All right, now inside this what we'll do, so we'll take a content, sheet content. So for this one, we are going to open this one on the right side, so we'll keep this one on right. Okay, that's it. And for class name, I'm going to give here overflow auto. After this, we'll take a header, and inside this we'll take a title, and let's give this one name as add new product. Awesome. So now let's see what is happening. If I click here, right, it's opening, it's looking nice. And after this, so after this, right, what we are going to do, we'll be rendering another component, which will be my our image upload component. And after that, we are going to render all our form elements. So here we'll take a div, and we'll take a class name, and we'll do py of 6, and inside this I'm going to render the common form, and here I'm going to pass the form controls, which will be my add product form elements. And also we need to take some form data, right? So we'll do form data, set form data, and this will be use state of initial form data, right, or initial state, whatever you can take here. So what we'll do, simply we'll take it here only, so we'll do const initial form data. So this will be, I think something wrong. Okay, so here we'll have an image which will be null, right? Then we'll be having a title empty, then we'll be having a description which will be empty, then we'll be having a category empty, then we'll have a brand, then we will have a price. Okay, and let's keep this on string only, and we'll do sell price, and also we'll do total stock. Now we will pass our form data, which will be our form data, and set form data will be our set form data, right? And also need to pass a button text. So here I'm going to pass like add. And what else we need to pass? We also need to pass a on submit function. So we'll do function on submit, and we are going to pass it here. So we'll do on submit, which will be on submit. Let's save it. Now see the advantage. If I click here, right, see, I don't have to do anything, it's automatically created all of this. Okay, something is wrong here. This part we need to check. I think we have done something wrong in the select component. Let's go to this and let's see what is the problem is happening here. I think we have imported from the correct place only, but something is going wrong in the select part. So select trigger. Oh, sorry, this will be label. Yes, but still it's not coming correctly. Okay, you can see that select content we are importing from a wrong place. That is the problem. We need to import it from here. Now let's see. Yep. Okay, so now I think this is fine. So we have all the data, but we need to start working on upload image UI. So that part we are going to do. Okay, so now let's go to that and go to the admin section on the admin view inside components, and here let's create one more component, and I'll give this one name as image upload.jsx. So let's start working on this particular component. Alright, so let's start working on the image upload component. Okay, so we'll create the component and we'll give this one as let's give like product image upload. Let's return here a div, and we'll give a class name of width full, max wmd, and mx of auto. Okay, and inside this we'll take a label and we'll do upload image. Okay, and here we'll take a class name. So we'll do text as large, we'll do font semi bold, margin bottom of 2, and we'll do a block. First let's import this in our, so after this we are going to import here. So we'll do product image upload. So getting here. Okay, now after this what we will do, we'll take one more div, and inside this I'm going to render a input. So let's take a ID. So we'll do like image upload. Okay, type we are going to do file, class name we will do hidden, so we'll hide this one. Okay, also we need to take some on change, disable property, and also ref, but that we are going to do. Before that we need actually some kind of state here. Okay, so what we are going to do, right, we will be managing the state from our parent component, or basically in this component where we will be rendering the list of products. So we need here a couple of things. So first thing what we will do, we'll take here const, and we'll do here that image file, and we'll do set image file, and this will be use state of null. Okay, and what else we need? We also need one more, which will be our lastly uploaded image URL that we will be receiving from Cloudinary. So we'll keep this one name as like uploaded image URL, set uploaded image URL, and this will be use state of empty. Now these things we are going to pass, so let's pass it here. So we'll do the file, which will be our image file, and we'll do set file, which will be our set image file. Okay, and we'll do uploaded image URL will be uploaded image URL, and set uploaded image URL will be set uploaded image URL. Let's save it. Now we will be receiving these two, as a prop in this component, correct? And also we are going to receive these two as a prop in this component. Awesome. Now what we'll do, we'll take an input ref here in this component. So we'll do input ref, which will be use ref of null. Okay, now what we are going to basically do in this input, first we'll pass a ref property, right? Okay, I think we are already logged out because it's over, so let me just log in once again. So ref, we are going to pass the input ref that we have created. Okay, I think we have given some wrong. Let's do input ref. So this will be our input ref, and also we need to pass on change. So we'll do on change, which will be handle image file change, right? So now let's create this. So we'll create this function. So now what we are going to do, right, in this handle this file change, we will be receiving an event, and first let's log here event.target.files. Let's see what is happening. So I'll go to products, click on add new product. I think we are getting some error. Let's see what is the error that we are receiving. Input 2 cannot be invoked without new. Okay, see, I'm doing this mistake every time. We have to import it from this one, that's the reason. So now let's click here. Okay, we actually need, because we are keep this on hidden, so let me just remove it for now and see if I select, right. So now I have some images uploaded, so I'll select here. You can see we are getting a file list, and here we are getting all the information related that file. Okay, so this is just I want to show you. So now what we can do, simply in this handle image file change, we can simply get like selected file, something like that, which will be again image.target.files, right? And here we will be getting the first element. Now what we are going to do here, we'll simply check if this selected file is true. So we'll do set image file will be this selected file. Okay, so this is the first thing. Now after this, what we are going to do, so we'll come here, and then after this input we'll check that whether this image file is available or not, means whether user already selected any image or not. If yes, then in that case we will be showing the image related information, or else we need to basically show like drag and drop, or you can manually upload it. Okay, so how we are going to do that, so after this, right, we will simply check if not equal to image file. So we'll take a label, and inside this what we are going to do, simply we need to take a HTML for here, right? So we'll do HTML for, and we are going to pass this image upload, or else if image is already there, so we are going to render something else. So in this label, what we are going to do, let's take a class name. So here we'll do flex column, we'll do item center, we'll do justify center, we'll do height of 32, and we'll do cursor as pointer. Okay, and inside this we are going to use this upload cloud icon. So let's take a class name here. So we'll do this one as width as 10, height as 10, we'll do text muted foreground and margin bottom of 2. And after this we'll take a span, and we'll do something like drag and drop, or click to upload image. Okay, so let's save it. Now we can basically make this one hidden once again. See, we are getting this one, right? Drag and drop or click to upload image. So this is fine. Now what we are going to do, right, also one more thing we need to do here, before this input in this div we will take some class names. So we'll do border as 2, right? And here we'll do border dashed, we'll do rounded large, we'll do p of 4. What else? Let's see how this is looking. Let's save it. Yeah, and also for this one we'll take a margin top of 4. Okay, we are getting this one. This is fine. Now there are some more things we need to do. So in this div we are going to take 2 more event. So one will be on drag over. So here we'll do handle drag over, and also we'll do one more, that is on drop. So we'll do handle drop. Now these two we are quickly create. So one will be function handle drag over, and then will be function handle drop. Okay, so what we need to do, right, when user will do drag over, we can simply do here. So this will give us an event, and then we'll simply do event dot prevent default here. So we'll do event dot prevent default, and when user will already dropped that file or the image, so again first thing we need to prevent it, and after this what we'll do, simply we'll do const dropped file. So we'll do event dot data transfer, right? So this will give, and here you will get the files of the 0th element, same thing. And here if this dropped file is true, so we'll do set image file will be this dropped file. Okay, now this is done. And if the image is already uploaded, in that case what we are going to render, we will be render some image related information. So here we will take a class name, and we'll do flex item center, justify we will do between, and inside this we'll take one more div, we'll take a class name, we'll do flex item center, and here I'm going to render a file icon. Okay, and let's take a class name. So we'll do width as 7, height as 7, let's make 8. We'll do text primary, and also we are going to do margin right of 2. Okay, after this what we will do, so we'll take one more paragraph, and here we are going to render the image file dot name, and here we'll take a class name, we'll do text small, and we'll do font medium, right? I think this will be fine. What else we can do, right, we can also add one more property to remove the file. So here after this we'll take a button, and inside this we'll add this X icon, and let's take a class name. So width of 4, height of 4, and after this we'll take a span, and we'll do remove file. But for this one we don't want to, so this will keep a class name of ASR only. Okay, now for this one, this button we are going to keep a variant of ghost, and we are going to pass a size as icon. We'll take a class name, so we'll do text muted foreground, and for hover we are going to do text foreground. Okay, and on click we are going to do handle remove image. Okay, so now let's copy this, and we'll create this. So function handle remove image. So what we'll do, right, to remove this one, simply to set this will be null, and also if this input ref dot current is present, so it will do, simply will do input ref dot current dot value, this will be, we can make this one empty. That's it. Now let's save it and see what is happening. Okay, something is happening here. Let's see, any error or anything. because we need to check what we are getting in this image file. Okay, this is coming undefined. Okay, something is wrong here that we need to check. Okay, something we are doing wrong here, is it? Let's see. Selected file. Set image file is not a function. Okay, the problem is here, but why it is coming set image file is not a function? Oh, see, this we have done set file, that is the reason. So this has to be image file. Okay, this is the problem. Okay, that's why. Now I think this should work, so let's see. Okay, so we are getting this one, and also this is the icon, and also if I close this, we are getting this. Awesome. And also if I just quickly show you, right, so let's go to my folder Udemy, and then let's go to video, YouTube, project, and then if I try to, let's say, drag and drop, it's working, right? Drag and drop, it's working, and if you remove, it's working. Awesome job. Now I think this part is done, and let's close, open, select, and this is working. Awesome. So now the file handling part is done. So first we are going to create the backend logic for this image upload. So once the image is uploaded to our Cloudinary, we'll be getting image URL, and based on that we are going to create our product schema and other controllers. Okay, so let's do that in the next part. Alright, so let's start uploading the image. So first thing what you need to do, right, you need to create a Cloudinary account, and then you need to log into console. Now this is extremely straightforward. Just log in using your email, or direct you can log in through Google also. Once you do that, you need to choose the SDK. We are going to use Node.js, and if you remember, we already installed this Cloudinary package also, as much I can recollect. Let me just check once. So we have this package already installed. Okay, now the main interesting thing is that what you need the cloud name, the API key, and the API secret key. This is to basically configure. So what we'll do, right, if we go to this view API keys, I'll be getting all the information here, right? So the first thing what I'm going to do, so we'll be going to the server side, and then here inside this I'm going to create. So first let's create a config or like config folder or helpers, whatever. Let's do helpers, right? And inside this I'm going to create Cloudinary.js, and let's do everything step by step. So the first thing, you need this Cloudinary. So this will be require, and we are going to use this version v2. Also we have already installed the package Multer, so we also need the same, right? Now we need to config this one, so we'll do Cloudinary.config, and here you need to pass the cloud name, and these all you need to pass. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. Again, everyone, please don't use like what I'm using. Obviously we are going to change this one, we are going to replace all of this with environment variables, but I'm highly suggest like don't use this one. Okay, try to create your own, and that is going to definitely help you, and it's pretty simple. Just create the account and that's it. Also you need the API secret key 3. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, and then we are going to paste it here. So this is the first thing you need. Now second thing what we are going to do, right, you need to create a storage instance or variable. So I'm going to create storage, and here I'm going to create a new multer.memory storage we are going to use. Okay, and then I'm going to create a function. So we'll do async function, and we'll do handle, we'll do async function, and we'll do handle image upload, right? Here I'm going to getting the file, and I'll do const result. This will be await cloudinary. So this will give you this uploader dot upload method, and this will take a file. Okay, and also you can pass some options. So file, I'm going to pass the file, our image file that we are going to receive, and we are going to pass a resource type, which I will keep this one as auto. That's it. And then we just need to return this result. Now again, first we have basically created this cloudinary config, created the storage using multer, and then a function which will return the result. Okay, after this, what you can do, you need to create, I'll create upload, and then I'm going to use the multer instance, and I'm going to pass the options. Now here what you're going to do, you're going to pass that storage that you have created, right? So this one, let's give this spelling, and at the end what we are going to do, simply do module dot exports. So I'm going to pass both this upload, and also we're going to pass this handle image upload, this util that we have created, this one, because this we need to use. Okay, so this is all about the first step. This is one of the first step that we need to do. Next, we need to basically need a API route, right? So that we'll be able to hit it from our front end. So to do this one, we need to again create a controller. So inside controllers, I'm going to create a folder. I'm going to give this one now name as admin. So all the admin related controller we are going to create here, and here I'm going to give this one as products controller.js. Okay, and let's start with our image upload. So we'll do handle, let's change this name. I think we'll give image upload util. Okay, and here I'm going to give this one as handle image upload. So we'll do async request comma response. Now here we'll take a try catch, and here first we'll log this, and after this we will just do some message like let's do res.json, and then we'll do a success as false, and we'll render some message like error occurred. Okay, in the try block what we need to do, right? So here we need to first convert this to a base 64. So we'll take buffer dot from. So here what we'll get the request dot file dot buffer, and then we are going to do toString, and here we need to convert this one to a base 64. Okay, once this is done, after this we'll get the URL. So URL will be, so here we'll do data, right, plus we have request dot file dot meme type, and plus what we are going to do here, we are going to pass base 64 comma, and then we are going to pass this base 64 that we have created here, and after this we'll do const result, and here we are going to pass await, and you can see we have created this image upload util, and here we are going to pass this base 64. Okay, and once this is done, we are going to do res.json, and here what we can do success is true, and here we are going to pass this result, let's say, which will be this result here. Okay, so this is done. Sorry, I think we need to pass the URL here, not the base 64, because this we are already using here. So this will be the process. Once this is done, we are going to do module dot exports, and we'll pass this handle image upload. Alright, now once this is done, now we need to create our routes, correct? So what we're going to do, right, inside this routes, I'm going to create another folder. Let's give this one as admin, and here I'm going to give products product. So we'll do products routes.js. Okay, so what we're going to do first, we need express, right? So this will be express, and here we need that handle image upload method that you have created. Controllers, admin, and product controller, and here we need the handle image upload. Also we need one more thing, and that is we need the upload property also. So we'll go to require, and we need helpers Cloudinary. So we have a upload utility that we have created. Okay, now I'm going to create the route. So this will be router. Okay, first let me just create this. So we'll do const router, which will be express dot router, and then we'll do router dot post. Let's give this one name as upload image. Okay, this will be the URL, and here we are going to call this upload method, and we'll do a single upload, and I'm going to give the file name as my file. Okay, and then we need to basically tell that which handler we need to pass it here. So we are going to call this handle image upload, and this is done. So this is all the configuration that we need. Now once you've created this, again the same process, we need to go to our server and we need to call this. So we will give this a name as admin products router. Okay, and this will be require. So we'll go to routes, admin product routes, and let's give this one as, so we'll do app dot use. So this will be /API /admin, and then for this one /products, correct, and for this one we are going to use this admin product router. That's it, and this is done. Alright, now once this is done, what we are going to do, right, we need to go to our front end. So once we'll upload this one, we need to basically at the same time we need to upload this, or basically call this API URL here. And I think, have we exported this one? I think again we are doing mistake. We need to export this one, that is the reason it's coming. So we'll do module.exports, and this will be router. Okay, so this is done. Now let's go to our file upload component, or image upload. Now how we are going to do it, right? This is pretty simple. So this image file that we have stored in our state, we can simply check that if this image is available, that means we already have uploaded the image. So how we are going to do that? So we already have this image file, correct? So we can simply take it like this. So we'll take a use effect here, and we'll keep this image file as a dependency, and we'll check if this image file, if this image file is not equal to null. So I'm going to do upload image to Cloudinary. Okay, now let's quickly create this method. So we are going to create this one. So for this one, we no need to create any async thing. We can simply call use any function, async function inside this. Okay, and here we are going to do const data. So we'll take a new form data. Now we are going to do data.append. So we have my file. You can see if I go here, right, we have a my file. So this I'm going to copy, and we'll pass it here my file, and then here we are going to pass the this image file that we have created, correct, this one, and then we are going to create const response. This will be await axios.post, and then we are going to call our this URL. So let me just go to any store that we have created, correct, here, and then I'm going to copy this URL from here so that we no need to write once again, and now we will pass it here. So now this will be API /admin /products/ I think we have given image upload image, right? So this will be upload image. So this will be my post API URL, and after this what we need to pass? We need to pass the this data, correct? So this will give you the response back, and once we'll get the response back, so we'll just check if this response is true. So we'll do set uploaded image URL, and here we are going to see what we are getting. So we'll do response dot data. Okay, also let's log this response dot data here, and let's see what we are getting, and save it. everything is done. So now we need to check whether this functionality is working or not. We'll open console, also go to network tab, click here, let's select this image, open. Okay, see, 200, awesome. And now what you're getting success to and result. You see, you will get everything, API key and everything, right? You need this this URL. This is the thing that we need. And if I go to console, right, you'll be getting data. Inside this data you have a success, and then you have a result. So what you can do, right, simply you can check if this response.data.success, if this is true, right? So you're going to do response.data. So we have response.data.result dot this URL, okay, data.result dot URL. This is done. One more thing that what we can do, right, we can also give some kind of loading state. So until unless this image is getting loaded, correct? So that also we can do. So for this one, again, let's go to the products page. So here, right, what we can do, we can take one more state here. So let's take something like image loading state and set image loading state, and this will be use state of false. Now I'm going to pass both, and let's pass this one. So image loading state, and then after this we'll go here. So we'll receive this one, and where we are calling the API, right? So here we'll make this set image loading state as 2, and once we'll get the data back, we'll do set image loading state as false, right? That's it. Now let's see what is happening. So if you open this one, we can do something like this. When we'll select and then select an image, right, if it is in the like loading phase, we can disable all of this or show some kind of loader, something like that, okay? So that we can do. And also one more thing that we need to do, basically, once we get the image URL back, now what we can do, we need to replace this image URL, or basically the updated image URL, whatever we are having, with this original image in this our initial form data. The reason is because this is the data that we are going to store in our MongoDB database, and from there we are going to get the URL back, correct? So this is very important. But before doing this loading state and other things, the next thing what we need to do, because you can see the form data will be having already getting, because the reason is we already have this handled. So if I just go here and just log this form data, correct, because we already created the common form, so no need to handle anything from the form side. So here if you notice, right, if I type something, see we're getting description, then category, let's say woman, brand, let's say Puma, price, let's say 100, sales price, let's say 0, and total stock, let's say 1000. And if I do or expand this one, you can see everything we are getting the data only for image. We need to, whenever we'll upload the image and get the URL from Cloudinary, we need to replace that with this URL. So this part we need to do. So let's do this one in the next part, and after that we need to start working now the main thing, and that is to create all the API routes for products, so that we'll be able to add a new product, edit an existing product, delete a product, and also fetch list of products from our database. And this is only for the admin view. Once this is done, right, once we'll be able to add a new product, then we'll go to our shopping view, and then we'll be rendering all list of products. Okay, so let's do that in the next part. Alright, so now we are going to do 4 things. So first, we will be adding a new product. We are going to fetch the list of products. We are going to edit a product and delete a product. Okay, so first we will start with creating all the API routes, controllers, and also the model. First we'll go to models, and here let's create our product model. So I'll create product.js. So first we need mongoose. So we need mongoose here. Then I'm going to create our product schema. So we'll do product schema. So this will be new mongoose.schema. So we are going to write what are the things that we need. So first we need an image, which will be a type of string. Title, we'll keep this one as string. We need a description, right? So this will be also string. Then we need a category, which will also be a string. We need a brand name, which will be string. We also need a price. So right, so this one we are going to do as number. Then also we are going to do a sale price, which also will be a number. Also we are going to do a total stock, which will be a number. Alright, so these all the things that we need. So after this, here we are going to pass the timestamp, which will be true. Okay, so now we'll create our model. So we'll do module.exports, and here we are going to do mongoose.model, and here we are going to create this model or name this model as product, and then we are going to pass a product schema that we have created. Okay, so this is done. So this will be our model. Now next thing, we need to go to our controllers, again step by step that we need to do. So we already created our handle image upload. So after this, we need to create 4 more controllers. So we'll be add a new product, right? So and then we need to do a fetch all products. Now these will be for admin, right? So admin will be able to fetch all the products. Then edit a product, and also we are going to do delete a product. Alright, now first we'll start with add a product. So we'll do const add product. This will be async. So we'll get request response. So first thing what we need to do, first we need to get all the information that we needed, means whatever user will be typing here, correct, all the properties that we need. So we'll take a try block, we'll take a catch block. So here we'll simply log this error, and we'll simply return a res.status of 500.json. Again, these things we are doing very repetitive, I know, but we don't have any options we need to do. But if you want, you can actually skip this part also, because this part will be always same, and here we'll do some error occurred. Okay, that's it. Now let's copy this, and I'm going to quickly create all the methods, because these will be same for all others. So here will be fetch all products. This will be also async. So we have request response. Then we will be creating edit a product. So we'll do edit product, and also need to do a delete product, right? And both of these we are going to delete by ID or edit by ID. But for all these, this part will be always same, because we need to handle the try catch. So this is the reason we just use the same instead of rewriting. Okay, and at the end we are going to pass all this. So we'll do add product, and we'll do fetch all products, then we'll do edit product, and also we'll do delete a product. Okay, now let's start with creating our logic. So now in this try block, now what we'll do, we'll simply get the data, right? So here what we can do, instead of data, so we need to get all the properties. So we'll do request.body, and we need all the things. So we need image, we need title, we need description, we need category, we need brand, right? We need price, we need sell price, and also we need total stock. Okay, so these all the things we need, and then we'll create our new product. So we'll do newly created product, which will be we'll take new and then product, right? So we need to import it from our model. So this will be our new product, and here what we are going to do, we will pass all these properties. So copy this. So whatever we will be receiving from here, we are going to pass it here, and then we'll simply do await. So we'll do newly created product dot save, right? So this will save, and then we are going to do res dot status 20 we'll do 201, and then we're going to pass JSON, and we'll do success will be true, and we are going to pass the data, right? So in the data we will pass this newly created product. That's it. So this is what we are going to return once the response is, or basically the data is saved successfully in our database. So this is about the adding a new product. Now to fetch will be pretty simple because we need to get all the products, right? So what you can do, simply you will do const, so we'll do list of products, and this will be await, and here we need to do this product that we are having the model dot find. So find will find everything right here, and this will simply return you the list of products, and we'll do status of 200 dot json, and again we'll pass the success as true, and here we are going to pass the data which will be our list of products. And this is pretty simple because you don't have to do anything here. On the shopping side we need to filter and sort, but here we need to get all the list of products. So this is all about the fetching all the products. Now editing and the deleting. So editing, how you are going to edit, right? So we need to edit by the product ID. So let's say there are 10 products and we are clicking on a particular product, so we need to get that product ID, and based on that we are going to update that product. So this is also pretty simple. So what we are going to do, right, in our URL from where we'll be hitting that edit API URL, so there we are going to pass our product ID as a param, and that param we are going to receive from this request. Okay, so this will be something like this. So let's say this request will give you this params property, right, and here I'm going to get the ID. So this will be my product ID, and based on this ID I'm going to filter that whether the product is already exist or not. If that product is not exist, that means product cannot be found, so return an error. But if the product is present, so you are going to replace the product information with the updated data, because once we'll edit the product, right, we'll be able to change some of the properties and everything. So that we can do. So first we'll get the ID, and then we'll also get the all the data. So this data will be receiving from request.body. So I'm going to again copy this part, and then we are going to paste it here, and then we are going to first check the find. We'll do find product, because first we need to get the product. So we'll do await, and here we'll do product. So we'll do find by ID, right? So we'll do find by ID, and here we'll pass the ID. So this ID is this ID that we'll be passing. Now if in any case this find product is false, that means we are not getting the product. So what we need to do, we need to return from here, right? So we'll do return raise.status, we'll do phone not for, and we'll pass a JSON, and we'll do a success will be false, and we'll pass a message. So let's render a message like product not found. Okay, and if this is not the case, then what we'll do, we'll simply update the product information. So we start with product dot title, right? So this product dot title will be the title of the product that will be passing from here. So this title. So if we are passing or updating the title, so it will pick from here, or else it will pick from existing product dot title, right? So we'll do product dot, sorry, this will be this product, not that. I think we are doing find product. Okay, so we'll do find product dot title will be either title or find product dot title, and the same we need to do it for all the other information. So we'll do paste it, and this will be our description. So this will be either description or this description that we are having. Then we are having the category, which will be category or this category here, existing category. Then we are having the brand. So the brand will be either the updated brand that will be selecting here, or else it will be the existing brand. Then again paste it. So we'll do price, we'll do sales price, total stock, and image. So we'll do price. So this will be either price or price from here. Then we have the sales price. See, everything I'm doing line by line, okay, so that it will be easy to understand. Then we'll do total stock. So either it will be total stock from here, or it will be here, and then we will keep the image as it is, because we'll not edit the image functionality for now. So we'll keep it like this. So image will be this image, whatever will be passing here, or else the existing image, that is fine. So once this is done, then we are going to do await, and we'll do find product, right, and we'll do dot save. So we're going to save this, and then we'll simply return a status of 200, and we'll return a JSON, and we'll do success will be true, and message, what we can do, let's do pass a data. So data we are going to pass, which will be our find product. So that is the updated product that we'll be doing after editing. Okay, so this will be our edit functionality. First we get the product, we check if the product is present, then we'll just update the product based on what we are passing. So this will be editing. Now deleting will also be pretty simple. So for delete also we need to get the ID of that product, because we need to understand which product we need to delete, correct? Makes sense. So first we'll get the ID. So this will get from request.params. So we'll get the ID. Now again we need to first get the product. So we'll do const product, and this will be await, right? And this will be product dot find by ID and delete, right? So it will find the ID, and based on that it will delete the product. Now here we'll check if this product is not present. So we'll return what we'll do is, again we'll return this. Let me just copy it from here instead of doing like this. I'm sorry if you are getting some noise. I can't do anything about it, seriously, because my friends will be talking all the time. And okay, so if we'll do this, right? So if the product is not present, then we'll do a 404 product not found, and if the product is already deleted, then what we'll do, simply return a status of 200, and I'll do JSON, and I'll do success will be true, and here I'm going to pass message, like what we'll do, right? Message will pass that product deleted successfully, and this is done. So this is all about all the API controllers that we need. So now we'll go to our routes, and let's update the routes. So let's go to our product routes, and then we'll receive all of this, right? So we have add product, we have edit product, we have fetch all products, and also we have a delete product. So now the first one, so we have router.post. So let's keep this one as add. So this will be our add product. Now let's copy this. So for edit we are going to do put, right? So we'll do put, and this will be edit, and then we are going to pass the ID, because this is the dynamic ID that will be passing, the current edited ID. And for this one, this will be our edit product. Then we have a like delete. So this will be delete, and then again we need to pass the ID of that product, and this will be delete product. And at the end we'll be having one more, which will be to get all the products. So to get, and here we need to pass the get, and this will be our fetch all products. Okay, so we have 4, and I think the backend setup is and functionality is done. So now what we need to do, we need to go to our slices, and we need to create all the state and everything in our store. So in the store, right, I'm going to create one more folder, and I'm going to give this one name as admin, and inside this I'll create one more folder, and I'll give this one name as products slice, and let's create index.js. Alright everyone, so let's start creating the slice. So we'll give this one name as admin products slice, and this will be create slice. Okay, I don't want to import it like this. Let's import it from here. Okay, so I'll give this a name as, let's give admin product slice. Okay, or let's only give admin products. I think this will be fine. Then we'll give an initial state. So what are the things that we'll be having in the initial state? So we will keep a is loading as false. Also we're going to keep the list of products, right? So we'll keep a product or product list. Okay, then we will have a reducer, but for now we don't need anything in the reducers, but we need extra reducers. Okay, so here we need the builder. So we're going to write all our cases, but before that we need to create some async thunk. right? So we'll start with first, so we need add new product. So this will be equal to create async thunk. So here we need to give the identifier, so I'll give this one as products slash add new product. Okay, and here what we'll receive the form data, correct? And then we are going to do the API call here. So for this one, the first thing we'll simply do const response or result equal to await axios dot post. Also we need to, I think we haven't take the async, we need to take async here also, right? So let me just copy the URL from here instead of writing. So we need API till this part, this will be common, so I'm going to paste it here, right? And after this, what else, what is the endpoint that we have given? Let me just quickly check once. So we have this on slash add, but what is the base URL? So base URL is at API slash admin slash products, right? So this is what we need to use. So slash admin slash products slash add, and then we are going to pass the form data. That's it. And here we are going to pass a headers. Let's pass a headers. So here I'll pass like content type, right? So this will be application slash JSON. And then what will happen, so after this we're going to simply return result dot data. That's it. So this will be our add new product async thunk. Now I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it 4 times. Now obviously we're going to change all of this step by step. So now this will be our fetch all products. So this will be, let's give fetch all products only, and here this will be a get method because we need to get the list of products and we don't need any form data in this case. So we are going to remove all of this, only this part. And then after this, what is the name that we have given? I think for get it will be slash get, right? So this is what we are going to use. So this will be, instead of add, this will be get, and then we are going to return the data. So this will be our fetch all products. Then we will be having our edit a product, edit a product. Let's give edit product. So this again I'm going to give edit product. Here also you're going to receive the form data, but we also need the current ID, right? So what we'll do, right, we'll pass something like this. We'll pass ID, and also you're going to receive the form data. And then if you go here, right, so you're having slash edit slash ID, and these value will be dynamic, right? And I'm going to explain why is that. So for now I'm going to copy this part, and then I'm going to remove this and place it here. And instead of this we're going to take it like template literals, because we need to pass the dynamic value here. So here I'm going to pass the ID, and this ID will be the product ID. So we are doing a post request to edit ID, and then simply we are going to return the data. This is done. And for delete, right, for delete it will be also simple. So we'll do delete product, and then this will be delete product, and this also will be post. And for this one also I'm going to receive a ID, correct? And here I'm going to do template literals. So I'll do this one as delete, and then I will do, so we need to pass the ID. So we'll do slash, we will pass the ID. Okay, and for this one this will be a delete request, and we no need all this. And one more thing we need to do, for the edit one we need to make this one as a put, not post. Okay, so now for this one is done. Now what we need to do, basically we will add some this logic for here. So builder logic we need to write. So first case will be, so here we need only case for fetching one. I'll tell you why. So we'll add a add case, and this will be our fetch all products dot pending, right? And here we need the state, and then here what I'm going to do, right, so I'll do state dot is loading will be true. Then I'm going to do another add case, and here I'm going to pass this will be fulfilled, and here we need the state and the action, and here what we're going to pass, right? So we need first state.isLoading will be false, this will be false, and then we are going to pass the state.products list. For now I'm going to do this on action.payload, but remember we need to change this one, so I'm going to log this here, and we are going to see what exactly we are getting in this action.payload, so that it will be easy. Now let's copy once again and paste it here, and this will be for rejected. So here we'll keep this one as false, and product list I'm going to make this one as empty array if this is fails, and this is done. So now what we are going to do, we'll simply do export default, and we'll do admin product slice dot reducer, right? And this is done. So now we'll go to our main store. Okay, so now let's import it. So we are going to import that admin products slice, right? So we'll do it from not slice, let's do this on admin product. What is the name that we have given? I think admin products slice, right? So admin product slice from, so we'll go to admin slash product slice, and here I'm going to give the name as admin products, okay? So this will be admin product slice. Awesome. So this thing is now done. Now one more thing we need to do, right? You remember that when we'll upload the image, we'll show some kind of loader here, so that it will be like, it will be a good experience for users. So we'll go to our admin view. Let's go to the, first we'll go to the products page. Under admin view, then we have a products page, right? And I'm going to close everything else, and here I think we already have this image loading state that we have already taken, right? So what we're going to do, right, we'll pass this image loading state here in this product image upload component, and these we are going to receive as a prop here. And what we are going to do, right, when we already have a file available, means in this part, right? So here we are going to check if this image loading state is true. So for some time we are going to show this skeleton component. I hope we are getting. And then here let's give a class name. So what we are going to give class name, let's do something like this. So we'll make the height as 10 here, and we'll do bg gray, let's do bg gray 100. Let's see how this is looking, and based on that we can change, right? So let's say I'll choose some image here, so YouTube, and then I'll select this. See, we are getting this loader, and once this will be done, then only you'll be able to see it's, I think it's still in pending state, so this takes some time sometimes. See, now it's done. Okay, so now once this is done, now what we need to do, as I already mentioned, that once this available, we need to basically save this image URL here in our state. So now first we'll start with this add functionality. So we have this on submit. So first we'll take an event here, and we'll do here event dot prevent default. Okay, and then what we are going to do, right? So in this case, first we need to call that async thunk that we have created, correct? And once we'll call that async thunk method, or basically once the product will be saved, we need to fetch the list of products. Two things we need to do. First, let's do the list of products fetching. That will be better. So if I go here, right, if you see, we have these fetch all products, correct? So what we need to do, this is pretty simple. So in this component admin products page, we'll take a dispatch, and we'll do a use dispatch, and simply call this, right? So we'll take a use effect, and on page load we need to get the, so we'll do dispatch, and we'll just dispatch here fetch all products. That's it. So now how we'll be getting this? So we'll be getting from our state, right? So we already have this state product list. So we'll copy this, and let's take it here probably. So we'll take this product list. So we'll take use selector. So we'll do state, and what is the name we have given? Remember, we have given if I go here, right, so we have given admin products, so this is the reducer name. So we'll do state.admin products. Now we will log this product list. Let's see what we are getting here. Save it, and you'll see one thing that we need to check, and that is if I go to console, right, remember in this component we have logged this accent.payload here. See here, line number 75, and I'm pretty sure that will be rendered here, so 75, and you can see here we are getting this data. So now success is true, data is empty. So if I go here, right, and let's refresh this page once again, so I'll go back here and then come back. See, we are getting this product, we are calling this list of products. So what we need to do, instead of doing accent.payload, we need to do accent.payload.data, correct? So this will be .data, and if I now save this, now you'll see that we'll be getting empty array because currently we don't have any product saved, and that is correct. Awesome. Next thing what we need to do, now when we'll submit this, right, we need to basically get the, or basically pass the form data, the existing form data that we are having, along with the image that we have uploaded. But how we are going to get the image? So the image will be getting from this uploaded image URL. I hope you're getting it. See how it is working. Let's, if I just log this uploaded image URL, so it will be empty. Let's say I'll click a new product, and then I'll add this product, open. So it's loading. Once this is done, see, you got the URL. Okay, so now what you need to do, simply we'll just do a dispatch, and we'll do a add product. So add new product, and in this add new product, what we are going to pass, we are going to pass the existing form data, and we'll pass the image, right? So we have the image which will be uploaded image URL. Awesome. Now once the product will be saved, what we need to do, once we'll save a product, we need to get the updated products, right? So we'll do a dot then, and we'll do a data. First let's log this data here. So I'm going to log this data. Let's save it. Now see what is happening. I'll refresh this page. So click add new product. Let's add this here. So it's saved. It's, I think it's taking some time. Let's do product 1, and category do men, brand I'll do, let's say Adidas, price I'll do 250, sales price 0, and stock I'll give 1000. Now let's click on add. It's already fulfilled. Awesome. And now you can see that in the payload you are getting success true, and in the data we'll be basically getting back the data. So now what you can do, if the success is true, so we'll do if this data, so we'll do if data dot payload dot success. If this is true, what we need to do, couple of things we need to do. First, we need to reset this form. Second, we need to close this model, and we need to fetch the list of products, and also we need to show a toast that product added successfully. Quite a few things. So first what we'll do, right, first we'll do if this is true, so we will do the first, we'll make this image file as null. After this we'll do set form data will be initial form data. Then we will also dispatch our action to fetch the list of products, so we'll do fetch all products. And also we need our toast, so we'll do here use toast, and we'll do toast, and we'll show here, and title also product added successfully, right? So all the things we have done, and at the end what we'll do, we need to also close this open create products dialog. So this also will close, so let's close this also. So we'll do this on false. So again I'm repeating, see what are the things. First we'll get the fetch the list of products. Again, once the data is saved successfully, we'll close the model, we'll make the image file as null, we'll reset the form, and also we'll show a toast. Save it, and let's see what is happening here now. Now I'm going to see, now if I go there, right, there is already a product is added, so we should get now one product. See, we are getting one product already, getting right. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let's add another product. Go here, add this image. So this is Now see here, a lot of improvements you can do. When this image is getting loaded, you can disable these properties, you can also disable this button. I'm not going into those details for now because I'm pretty sure that this video will be already very long. You will understand why. So that is the reason. First, complete all the basic functionality that is absolutely necessary. Let's do Omen, and let's give Nike, let's give 500, sales 0, no, let's give 100 sales price and give 5,000 as total stock. Now let's click on add. Awesome. Now product added successfully and everything, add new product, and everything is resetted. So now this is done. So now we are able to add a new product, and even if I go to the console, you'll see that there will be 2 products instead of 1. See, there are 2 products now. Okay, so now we need to render the products here, and after that we need to start working on the edit and the delete functionality. So first let's fetch the list of products here, and then we'll do those things. Alright everyone, so let's start implementing the products page. Okay, so the first thing what we are going to do, right, I think let me just expand this one a little bit. We will go to our so in our slice, I believe we already have this fetch all products, correct? So this is the fetch all products. So 2 things we need to do. First, we need to fetch all the products on page load, and also whenever we'll click, we need to get the updated list of products, and that part we have already done here. So now let's create one component inside this, and I'll give this one name as product tile. So there will be 2 product tiles, one will be for admin view, one will be for the shopping view. If you want, you can create only one and then manage like that, but I want to keep this one clean so that we don't have so many code in that single file. So inside components and then admin view, I'm going to create a product tile. Okay, .jsx. Now let's give name, so we'll give this one as admin product tile. Right now what this basically receive, this will receive the product, single product, and let's return. So let's write a card. First we need to import it. I think we haven't installed, so let's go to our ZCN and then install card component, and let's copy this. Now apart from card, we are going to also install some more things here. Okay, so we'll paste it, and also button we already have, and also I'm going to install the badge component. So these 2 things we need. Okay, so inside this card, what we are going to do, we'll take a div, and let me just import it. Still I think it's not done. I think, oh sorry, I think we have done some mistake. We need to do it in the we need to do it in the client folder. I think we have done outside. So let's go to cd client and now install it. Okay, inside this what we'll do, we'll take one more div, and let's give a class name as relative, and here I'm going to render the image. Okay, so we'll take an image. So let me just import this one also here, card, and here we'll give a class name. So we'll give width as full, max w sm, and mx as auto. So for this image we will be receiving the source, which will be our product dot image. Okay, alt, what we'll do, we'll give the product dot name as the, I think we have title not name, so it will be product dot title. Let me just quickly check once. So we'll go to server and then model and then product. So I think we have a title. Okay, this is fine. So this will be our alt for that image, and also we're going to use a class name. We'll give width full, we'll give height as 300px, we'll do object cover, and we'll do rounded t large. Okay, so this will be our image. So after this image, what we're going to do, we'll keep this admin part simple, because in the admin view it's not absolutely necessary to render everything. We can render the product image, the product name, And what else? We are going to render two buttons. One will be edit and delete, but the main thing what we are going to create, that will be on the shopping part, shopping view, correct? But here it is not required. So what we will do, right? So after this div, let's take a card content. Now let's render the product dot title, and let's give a class name here. So do text Excel, font bold, and margin bottom up 2. Okay. Also, if you want, we can also render the category and the brand here, right? But I think it's not that much required. Let's do one thing. So after this, we will take one div and we'll render the class, the prices. I think that is fine to render the prices, so that we'll be able to understand what is the price of that particular product from the admin perspective. So here I'm going to render, so we'll give a $, and then I'll do product dot price. Okay, no, I think let's take this one inside something. So in this div, we will take one span and then render it. And for this particular div, we will take flex. We'll do justify between item center and margin bottom of 2. Okay, and then let's copy this and let's paste it here, and this will be our sell price. Okay, and for this one, for this span, we'll take, let's take this one as text large, font semi bold, and text as primary. Okay, and I think this is fine. Now one more thing we need to do, if there is already a sale price for any particular product, if the sales price is greater than 0, that means currently product is in sale. So what we can do, right, we can give some styling for this price, because we'll do we'll basically give some kind of underline or line through for this price, and we'll show like this is the current price, which is the sales price. Okay, so how we are going to check it? So we can do like this here. So we'll take bracket in this, let's take template literals, and now what I'm going to do, simply we'll check here, right, if this product dot sell price is greater than 0, so I'm going to do a line through, okay, or else I'll keep empty. That's it. And for this one, we'll take a class name, so we'll do this on text sm, or let's do what we can do, right, we'll do text large only and font bold. Let's see how this is looking, and based on that we'll change. Okay, so after this sales price, what else we need to render? We need to render a button. So we'll render two buttons. So I'll take a card footer and we'll take a class name here. So let's do one thing, we'll do flex justify between and item center. Now I'm going to render two buttons. So one button will be to edit the product and one will be to delete it. Now we are going to see how this is looking, and I think this is fine. So now what we are going to do, right, we'll go to our products page. So we need to render the list of products here, correct? And if you see here, we are already, I think, give some placeholder for this part. So we are having this grid part, and inside this we are going to render the product. So what we'll do, right, so we have the product list that we are receiving. So this one I'm going to loop it. So I'll do product list and then product list dot length greater than 0. So I'll do product list dot map. This will be my product item, and here I'm going to render that admin product list, admin product tile. Okay, or else we'll render null. Now here we are going to pass the product as a prop, which will be our product item. Okay, let's save it and let's see how it is coming. Okay, something is breaking. This part we need to check. I think we have done some mistake in our structure. So let's inspect here. I think there is some flex issue will be there, I'm pretty sure. So we have a main. Okay, so in the main we need to give flex column, but from where this is coming, this main, let me just copy this part and then search it here. Okay, this is from the admin layout. Okay, we need to make this on flex column. Now I think this should work. Yeah, okay. So now you can see that we are getting product 1, product 2, and from admin point of view, right, this is more than enough because we no need to display everything. And also if there is no sale, we will not display this here. So what I can do, let's go to our admin product tile, and we have this sales price, right? So we'll simply check here if this product dot sell price is greater than 0, then only I'm going to render it, or else I'll not render this one, or else this will be null. Okay, and I think this is fine. Let's do one thing, let's go to our product title and let's give some margin top of 2. Okay, so now let's go and add a new product, right? So we'll see what is happening. So click on add new product. So let's upload one image. Okay, so it's loading. Now sometimes it takes some time because it is getting uploaded. Okay, this is done. Now I'll give this one as product 3. Enter description, category I'll give men, brand I'll give, let's say, Zara. I'll give 500, sell price I'll give 0, and total stock 1000. Let's click on add, and you can see that we got, okay, we have to make this one category as woman, but that is fine, it's coming, right? Awesome. So this is done. So now first thing what we're going to do is start working on the edit functionality, and then we'll do the delete. Now for edit, what do we need to do, right? So edit will be, so also this part we need to break, it's breaking here, so this part we need to check. See if you noticed here, right? So for this one, what we can do, we'll give some ellipses, something like that in this product title, but for now this is fine. That is not that much important. Now first let's implement all the functionality. As I already mentioned that there will be a part 2 of this, and in that part 2 means in this video only, not a separate video. In that part 2, what we're going to do, we are going to do all kind of improvements. We'll do some validation in all the forms and everything, correct? But now let's implement all the basic features and some medium level of features. So first thing, we'll go to our products page, and here, right, I'm going to take some more state we needed. So what we need whenever we'll edit, right, we need the current edited ID. That is very important because we need to store the item ID which I'm currently editing. Let's say if I click on this edit, right, I need to store this product ID. So I'll give a state here, and I'll do current edited ID and set current edited ID, and this will be use state of null. Right, now what we are going to do, whenever I'll be clicking on edit, that time quite a few things we need to do, correct? So first thing is that when I'll do edit, I need to open this form here, and also we need to basically fill all of these properties that whatever we are having, and also need to store the current edited ID. So what I'm going to do, let's pass this set current edited ID here. Also we need to pass this set open create products dialog because we need to change this one also. So let's where is that, here. So set current edited ID, so not set current edited ID, set open products dialog, and also you need to pass the set form data, which will be set form data. So these three things we need. So let's go here. So we need our product set form data, we need set open create product dialog, and also we need our set current edited ID. Save it and save it here. So these four things we needed. Now we'll go here, and we have this edit button, right? So we'll give an on click on this button, and the first thing what we'll do, we'll open this set open dialog. This will be true. We'll also do set current edited ID, which will be product.id. So we have this product, right? So this will be product.id. Also we'll do set form data, which will be this product info, right? So let's save it and let's see what is happening. See if I click on edit here, right, see all of these are getting already pre-filled. If I click this one, these are getting updated. But when we'll do edit, we need to disable this particular section because we're not going to basically show any kind of image upload when we'll edit this one. We'll keep the image as it is. So for this one, what we'll do simply, so we need to pass this. So we have this image upload component, right? So we'll pass this current edited ID. So when this current edited ID value will be present, so that time what I need to do, I need to disable the product image functionality, and this is very important. If you want, you can also like edit the image if you record, but currently I think it's fine because if we just keep this on disabled. Okay, so we'll go here and then simply pass this something like, we'll pass that okay, we are already passing current edited ID, but let's pass like this, that is edit mode, and we'll do if this current edited ID not equal to null. That means currently we are editing. So let's save it. Let's go to image upload and we'll receive this one, is edit mode, and when we will be in is edit mode, we will make this input as disable. Okay, so this is the first thing. And what else we need to do? So we need to also add some kind of styling in our label. So what we can do, right, we can do like, if we are currently in the editing mode, we'll make the cursor as not allowed. So here we'll take a bracket and we'll simply do here, if we are editing, so if this is a edit mode, we'll do cursor not allowed, or else this would be empty. Let's save it. Okay, so now let's check once whether this is working or not. So if I click on edit, okay, I think it's not working. So something we need to check here. What is coming in this is edit mode. Let's log here. Okay, is edit mode is coming as true. So if I click here, right, okay, this is disabled, but I think this cursor is, this part is not working. Also we can do one more thing, and that is we can give some kind of opacity in this div. So let's do that also. I think then it will be clear. So what I'll do, we'll check that if is edit mode, so in that case we'll give some opacity. Let's give like 60. Okay, I think this is fine. Now what else we can do, right? First we need to do couple of things. When we will close this, if you see, if I click on edit and then close this and click on this add new product, I can see these values are getting populated here. So this we need to fix. So how we are going to do that? So whenever we'll click on the outside of this model, right, or let's say click on this close button, so that time we can reset all of this, right? And that is very, very important concept. So how we are going to do that? So we have this on open change right here, so we're making this on false. So when we'll close this one, right, so here we can check, you can do set current edited ID as null again, and also here we can do set form data will be initial form data. So now let's save it. And now let's see. So first I'll click here, we're getting click on edit, click on outside, now click here, see all of them are resetted, and also you'll be able to like upload one more product here. So if I click on edit, we are getting product 2, click on here product 3, but click outside and then click on add new product. Now all the values are getting resetted. So this is done. Now once we have done edit, if you noticed here, right, if I go and then log this form data, let's see what you're getting. So we'll click on edit, see you are getting the form data which are getting basically updated here. Now let's say I'm going to do product 1 to product 1 edited, and if I go here, right, if you notice that these values automatically updated here. Now this one we need to take it and then you need to save in our database. Now there are two ways that we can do. I'm going to show you two different ways how you can do the edit functionality. First thing, whenever we'll click on submit, here we need to basically check that whether currently we are editing the product or we are adding a new product. So how we are going to check that? We are going to check using this current edited ID. If this is not null, that means we are editing, or else we are adding. Okay, so now before that, one more thing we need to do, when we will click on this edit button here that we have done in the product tile, right? So we need to change this thing. So this add to edit, this is very important, and also we'll do edit product here in this sheet. So we'll go to this component. So we have add new product, right? So this is pretty simple. We can simply check if this current edited ID not null. So we'll do edit product, or we'll do add new product. So this is the first step, and then we're having the button text. So we'll do here also that current edited ID is not equal to null. We'll do edit, or else we'll do add. Now let's click here. So we're getting edit, but if I click here, now we are getting add new product. Awesome. Now everything is done. So we need to now basically call that edit API call. So that part I'm going to show you two different ways how we are going to do that. So one thing what we can do, right, we can call the edit API, and then we can fetch the list of products again, and that will update. And second thing we can do, we can do the edit API call, and if we are getting data as success, we can basically only update the UI from the state, and then when user will refresh the page, anyways they are going to get the latest, right? So two ways I'm going to show you. Okay, first we'll go to on submit here, and here what we are going to check that if current edited ID is not equal to null, so we are going to dispatch. Now here we need to do edit product. Now let's go here. So what we are passing ID and form data. So let's copy this, and here what we are going to pass, we are going to pass the ID. So ID will be which one, which ID we need to pass? We need to pass the product ID, that which product I am editing. So here this will be the current edited ID, right? So this will be current edited ID, and form data will be the form data that we are having. So this is this form data. I think we no need to pass. I think this only we can do. Okay. So now once this is done, so we'll get our response, right? So similar something like this, data.payload.success. But first let's see what we are getting. We'll do dot then, and then I'm going to log the data here, console.log data, or else we are going to add a new product. Now let's save it, and let's see, we'll keep some message like edit, and let's see what we are getting. So I'm going to inspect, go to console, so I'll do edit, and then I'm going to click on edit, and here I'm going to do product 1 to product 1 edited, something like that. Okay, now let's go here, let's click on edit. So we're getting fulfilled, and in the payload we are getting what? We are getting success 2, and if you notice that we are getting updated data here, product 1 edited. But two things we can do, either we can update this one directly in our Redux, or else we can fetch the list of products again. Okay, so now here we're going to check if this data.payload.success, if this is true, so we will again fetch the list of products again. So this is the first thing. Then what we're going to do, we'll set our form data, will be our initial form data, right? We'll do set product form, set open product dialog, this will be false. We'll close the dialog, and also we'll do set current edited ID as null again. So 4 things we'll do. Save it, and let's see what is happening now. Okay, now I'm going to refresh this. I'm getting product 1 edit, and I'm do product 1 edited to product 1. Okay, let's click on edit. So I'll remove this, and also let's make this one 350 instead of 250. Let's click on edit. So you can see we are getting this one updated, and this is also updated. If you delete edit, let's say this one, and instead of sales price 0, I'm going to keep sales price as now 250. Click on edit. See, now you're getting 250, and this is now coming as line through. Alright everyone, so now let's do one thing, right? We need to test some of the features on the edit, whether it is working or not. So I'm going to add one more product. So let's add let's say this one here. Okay, so I'm going to give product, let's say 6, any category, brand, price, sales price, let's say 50, stock is 100. Let's add this. So you're getting this product. Now let's click on edit, and I'll edit this one. Let's say product edited. Okay, let's click on edit and let's remove the sales price, edit. Alright, so this is not working. Sales price is not getting edited. Okay, there can be some problem in the product controller. Let's see. Okay, so first we are getting this. Okay, got it. The reason is because we are checking the price or the find product dot price, and then if we are giving empty here, so it's basically taking the existing one. So to fix this, what we can do, right, let's make this on let, and here I'll do if the price, right, if the price is equal to empty, so I'm going to do 0, or else it will take from price. And also we can remove this part from here, this right side, it's not actually mandatory, so you can remove this. So I'll do sales price and this will be sales price. Okay, so now let's save it. Now let's click on edit. Let's remove this part from here. Let's click on edit. Awesome. So now this is working. So it will take from that one. So I'll give here, let's say 150, 60. Let's click on edit and it's working fine. Okay, now before, one more thing we need to do, right, because as I already told you, then in the part 2 we will be doing some kind of improvements in all the sections. But before that, let's give some kind of very basic disable functionality on this button until unless you will fill all the fields. Okay, so let's do this one. So to do this one, what we can do, right, we'll create a function here. So we'll do function is form valid, something like that. And how we are going to do it, right, so we'll simply return here that if object dot keys of this form data that we are having dot map, you can use object dot values, that is also fine, it's up to you. And here we are going to check if this form data of key is not equal to empty dot every, so every item, or basically every item value has to be true, then only this form will be valid. Okay, so now what we are going to do, simply we'll pass this, we'll take this form valid and then we'll pass in our common form, because we need to make the button disabled. Okay, so I'll do here is button disabled. So when this button will be disabled, if this form valid will be false, that means some of the fields you haven't filled. So if this form valid is false, then we'll make the button disabled. So let's save it. Let's go to common form and let's receive this is button disabled, and then we'll go here and we'll do disabled. And here we are going to do if this is button disabled is true, then button will be disabled, and you can see that we are already getting this one. So button is now disabled. Okay, so now let's try to submit some, so just for checking purpose. So once this is uploaded, then we'll add something here. Okay, let's click on man, brand, price, sales price and stock. See, now it is enabled and it is disabled once again. Okay, so this is one part I want to do. So now let's, okay, I think we need to log in. So now one more thing we need to do, that is the delete functionality. So for delete, it will be pretty straightforward. So what we can do, simply we'll create one more function here. So let's create function handle delete. So when we'll delete something, we need to get the current product ID when we'll be deleting. So to get current product ID, and let's log this product ID first. Now we'll copy this and we'll pass it in our product tile here. Okay, now let's go to product tile and let's receive this handle delete, and then we have a delete button here. So here we'll take a on click and we'll do handle product handle delete, and this will be product.id. Okay, so now if I go here and then let's say go to console and I'm going to click on delete, you can see that we are getting the ID. And now we'll go to products. So what you're going to do, simply, so here I'll dispatch. So we have a delete product, right? And here we need to pass the ID. So we'll do get current product ID dot then. So here also we'll get the data and we'll check if this data dot payload dot success This is true, so we need to do a couple of things. First, we need to get the list of products once again. So we'll do dispatch fetch all products, correct? And this is what we need to do. So now let's remove this, save it, and now let's see whether what is happening here. So go to network, let's click on delete. Okay, we're getting successful, but this is not getting deleted. So this is weird. Then I think we have something wrong in the product controller again. We'll see. So we're getting the ID here, product add find, see. Okay, these things is always happened with me. So we need to do find, not find by ID and update. We need to do find by ID and delete. That is the problem. Okay, so now this should work. So now let's do one thing. Let's refresh this. Let's click on, let's say I want to delete this product, delete. Okay, now this is deleting. So if you go back and come back, we are getting 3 product, delete, it's deleting. Let's add a new product. So I'll add this one. We'll give new, what are we going to do? New product, description, category, brand, price, sales price, and stock 20. Let's click on add. So product added successfully, we are getting. And then if I do delete, let's do like 200, and I'll remove the sales price. Okay, I need to give some value here. This is also important, so we'll give 0 or something. Now what you can do, let's click on edit. See, we're not getting this one. If I do delete once again, sorry, edit, let's change this value to 250. We're getting 250, edit, and then we'll do sales price as 150. So now this is line through, we're getting updated. If I just delete the product image, so new product image or something, edit, we're getting new product image, and this is working. Let's delete this, it's deleted. Refresh this, we are getting updated product list. Awesome. So now this part is completed. So what do we need to do next? We'll start working on the shopping part. So first we are going to render the list of products that we are having, and then we'll be implementing the filter functionality. After that we need to start working on the product details page, cart functionality, and the home page. And once all of this is done, we'll be moving to checkout and the orders page, right? So this is how I want to approach actually. So first we'll complete all the basic functionality and the basic pages. After that we will pick each and every page one by one, and we will fix a lot of things, we'll improve a lot of things, and then we'll be adding some advanced level of functionality. So let's start working on the shopping part from the next video. Hey everyone, before starting the shopping view, right, so we need to basically start working on the logout functionality also. So let's quickly do that, or else it is very irritating to remove the token and then manually do it, or basically the cookie. So what we'll do, right, we'll go to our store, and then let's go to our auth slice, go to index. You can create a async thunk, that is fine. I thought I'll create a async thunk only, okay, or you can directly call this, like there is not an issue with that also. So let's do one thing, let's copy this login user from here, and I'm going to paste it, and I'll do logout user. So this will be auth logout, and here what you're going to do, right, so this will be, so simply we need to first check the logout endpoint that we have used. Let's go there. We have router, it is router, routes, auth routes, and then we have /logout. Okay, so we'll copy this and we'll paste it here, and here we no need to pass any form data, but we'll pass with credential as true, and then we are going to receive the response.data, and then we will simply create our logout.fulfilled. So we'll add one more case here, and we'll do logout user dot fulfilled. So we'll do state.isRouting. I think it's not recorded, that is fine, you can keep it. Or here we'll make the user as null and is authenticated will be false. Okay, so here we don't need to do this. Okay, something is going wrong here. What is the problem? Oh, we need to do logout user. Yes, because we are calling with same, right, we can't call that. So this is fine. Now let's go to our admin components, admin view, header, and we're having this logout button. So we'll click on, or do a on click, and we'll do handle logout, right? And then what we're going to do, simply first we'll create a function, we'll do handle logout, and also we'll do const dispatch. This will be use dispatch, and I'm going to just do dispatch, and we'll do logout user. That's it. So now let's save it and let's see what is happening first. So we'll click on logout. See, now you'll not be able to access admin dashboard page. Oh, okay, this is weird. So this part we need to check that we are still able to access this. But why this is happening? So if I go to network, let's click on logout. So it's actually 200 successful, but if I go to application, token is still there. So I think token is not getting deleted. So this part we need to check. Let's go to our auth controller. Some problem in this, and then we have this auth and auth controller. So let's see what we are doing in the logout. We are doing the clear cookie, then token, then .json, but this should work, right? What is the problem here? Okay, let's see. But I don't see an issue here, but what can be the reason? Let me check this part. What we are doing axios dot, this is logout only, right? With credentials too. Oh, okay. The reason is because we are not passing any form data, right? So we need to keep this empty. So because we are not, the configuration is wrong in the axios. So now let's save it. So now let's refresh this page. So we'll be here. Now let's click on logout. See, now it's getting deleted. Awesome. So now I think this will work. So if I try to go to the admin products page, it will be in the admin login page. Even you will not be able to go back. See, it will be in this page only. So let's refresh this. Let's sign in once again, and then go to products. Refresh this. Let's try to go to the shopping view, shop view, right? We have shop. Then we have the listing. It will be in this page only. Let's click on logout, and let's try to go back. See, it will be in this page only. Awesome. So that was the problem, like we need to pass this on as empty. Okay, so now the logout functionality is done, is also done. So let's start working on the shopping view. All right, everyone, so now I'm in the shopping view. So first we'll start with the listing page. Okay, so let's implement the header first, and then we'll implement the list page. So here we have this shopping view, right? And inside this we have a header and layout, and then we have this shopping header, correct? This component, this header. So this one we are going to implement first. So let's get started. So first I'm going to remove everything from here, and let's take a header component. So we'll give a class name. We'll do sticky. We'll do top as 0. We'll do z index, let's make this one 40. We'll do width as full. We'll do border bottom, and bg background. Inside this we'll take one more div. We'll take class name. We'll do flex. We'll do height of 16. Item center, justify between, px of 4, and for md we'll do px of 6. Okay, after this we will take a link component from React Router DOM, and here I'm going to render some icons. So let's see what icon that we can use. Let's take some home icon. Let's see which one we can use, this one or this one. Let's copy something. Okay, so here I'll paste it, and then I'm going to use class name. So we'll do height of 6, width of 6. So let's see what is coming here. Okay, and after this we will take a span, and we'll do e-commerce, and here we'll take a class name. So we'll make this one as font bold. Okay, let's give some class name in this link also. So we'll do this on flex, item center, and gap of 2, and 2 it will go to the, so where it will go, right? So it will go to the home page. So we'll do slash shop and then home. Okay, Awesome. Now after this link, what we need to do, right? So when for smaller device, we are going to again render a seed component. So for this one, I'm going to take a component here from UI, and then we'll take a trigger, seed trigger, and here you need to pass as child, and here inside this we are going to take a button, and here we'll take a span, and we'll do toggle header menu. But what I'll do, right, I'll keep this on class name as SR only, so that we'll hide this part. Yes, and in this button, what we're going to do, so we'll do a variant as outline, we'll do size as icon, right, and for class name we're going to, for large device, we're going to make this hidden. And here I'm going to, so let's see some hamburger menu here, so we'll do hamburger. So let's copy this and we'll pass it here. Okay, and for this also we'll take a class name, we'll do height of 6 and width of 6. Awesome. So now if I make this one small, right, we are getting this part. Okay, obviously this will not work now, but we are going to implement this one. All right, after this trigger we'll take a seed content. So we will open this one on the left side, so we'll do side as left, and class name we will do width as full, and we'll do max w, we'll do x 5 xl, or let's make this one xs. Yeah, okay, and here we are going to render our menu items. Okay, and also we need to have some right content. So in the right side we will be having a cart icon, and also we'll be having a menu where we'll be able to go to the account page and also can log out the user. So this will be inside our seed content. Now after this, so this will be for the smaller device, we will take a div, and then here also we are going to render the menu items, which will be for larger device. We'll be having here. So for this one we'll make this class name, so this one I'll make this one hidden, and only for large device we are going to make this one block. Oh sorry, this will be block. All right, now what else we need to do, we need to also check that if the user is authenticated, then only we want to display that, correct, the right content. So here what I'm going to do, so first we need to check whether the user is authenticated, and how we are going to check that. So you can easily check it using our state that, so we'll take here const, and we'll take use selector, we'll do state, and we'll do state.auth, and then we'll go to our store, and if you see, right, we are having this is authenticated, so we'll get it here. And then we are going to simply check it that if the user is authenticated, then only you display this. So is authenticated, you display that right content, or else you will display null. Okay, now this is done. Two things we need to create now. The first thing is that we need to create our menu items. So let's go, so we'll create here only in this component only. Okay, first we'll go to our config, and I'll create a menu item. So we'll do export const, we'll do shopping view header menu items. Okay, so we'll have id I'll give, let's say we'll give this on home, label I'll give as home, and 2 will give as /shop, not 2, let's give this one as path, so /shop/home. Let's copy this and paste it. So we'll do this one as main. So for all of this path, right, we are going to go to the listing page. Okay, let's copy this and paste it here. So here also we are going to do like this will be woman, and this will also go to the listing page. Then we are having kids. This will also go to the listing page. Then we'll be having, let's say, watch, and this will also go to the listing page. And then what else we are having? We are having one more, right? We have something like accessories. Yes, so I think we are already having all this. So men, kids, accessories, okay, so let's paste it here, and this will be listing page. And we don't have any this watch option, so we'll keep this on footwear, and this will also go to the listing page for now. So this will be our menu items. So now what we'll do, right, we'll create our menu items here. So we'll do function menu items, and this will simply return a nav, and let's take a class name. So we'll do flex column, margin bottom of 3. For large we'll do margin bottom of 0. For large we'll do item center, gap of 6, and for large we are going to do flex row. Okay, inside this we are going to basically render that shopping view menu items dot map. So this will be menu item, and here what we are going to do, right, let's return a link, and I'm going to render that menu item dot label. Let's give a key here, which will be menu item dot id, and this will go to menu item dot path. Now let's give a class name. So we'll do text as small and font as medium. So now let's save it, and let's see what we're getting. I think we need to go here and we need to render that menu item. So we'll render the menu item here. So we're getting this. Awesome. And also we need to render the menu item inside this sheet content, because we also need here, right? So render the menu items here also. Awesome. So now let's see what is happening here. If I go here, right, so we're getting all this, but this one we need to do, right? This we will fix. First we'll implement the this is coming, we need to implement the header right content. So in the right content we will be having couple of things. Okay, so first thing is that we'll create here only, we'll do function, we'll do header right content. Let's return. So what we're going to return here, so let's return a div, and we'll give this one as flex, class name we will give flex. For large we'll do item center. For large we'll do flex row. Normally we'll do flex column and gap of 4. Okay, after this we will basically take a drop down menu. So let's take a drop down menu. I think we need to install the drop down component also. Let's go here and we'll take a drop down and let's install this one. So you also need to render a cart icon here, right? So let's see whether we have cart icon. I think it should be there definitely. So you have this cart icon. So let's copy this, and before let's paste it here. Oh sorry, we need to copy the JSX and we'll paste it here, shopping cart. Okay, and let's use the same class name. So width of 6 and height of 6. So this will be our shopping icon, and also we'll wrap this one inside button, and we'll keep it inside this, and also always keep a span here, like this will be our span and this is our user cart, but we'll give the class name as SR only. Okay, so for this button again we'll keep the variant as outline and size will be icon. Now we need to import the drop down menu. inside this we are going to have a drop down menu trigger. Let's see, where is that menu trigger? This one. And here we are going to pass this one as child, and then we also need a avatar component, right? So I think there is a component something like that here. Let's see. Yeah, we have this one, right? This part. So we'll copy this and we'll install it here. Till now, if I save this, how this is looking, let's see. Okay, we need to also render this header right content. So we'll just render it here, right? So we'll do header right content. Okay, we're getting this one, and also that is done. So now let's, inside these, what we're going to do, we'll take a avatar component and we'll take a class name. We'll do this one as bg black, and inside this, because currently we don't have any image, so we're going to use this avatar fallback, and here we'll do a class name. So we'll do this one as bg black, text as white, and we'll do font extra bold. Okay, and render some dummy data for now, sm, something like that. Okay, so this is done. Now next thing, if you see, right, we are getting this part. Now we need to render this drop down menu. So how we are going to do that? So after this trigger, right, you need to render the drop down menu content. So we'll do drop down menu content, this one, and here we are going to keep a side. So we'll keep this one on the right side, and then what else we need? We also need a class name. Let's give a class name. We'll do a width of let's give 50 or 56, and then we are going to render a drop down menu label, and we'll render like something like logged in as some value. So first thing, we need to check one more thing is, right, and that is what we are getting in this user info. And this is very important. This we haven't checked, that what exactly things we are getting, or what are the things that are stored in this user. So let's copy this. If this is something else is there, so we need to fix it, like we will pass something else. So go to this user, right, and let's see what we're getting. We're getting object. So you can see we are getting email and the role, but we are not getting the username, and the reason is because that is actually not an error or anything. We are not passing that. So to fix that, it is very simple fix. We can go to this auth controller, right, and if you noticed here in this, so in this login user, we are just creating the token based on ID, role, and email. Here what we can do, right, we can also add the username, right, and this will be check user dot, we are having username, correct? So this we can do. So this will create the token. Also, while passing it, we can pass this username also here along with this email, role, ID, and username. And also if you go to this auth slice, I think where we are setting this user information, right, so there we need to check how we are setting it. So you're setting this action.payload.user. Now this will be fine. So see what will happen, right? If we go to now application and clear this token, refresh this page, it will go to the login page. And now let's say if I try to sign in, and let's go to the listing page. See what you're getting. We are getting username. Awesome, right? So this is the thing that we need here, that username, because we haven't added that. So it's up to you. You can add some more feature, like properties also from there. So now this is fine. Now we can render this username here also, like the first name only, something like that. Okay. So what we'll do, simply we'll go to our header component and we'll pass this user, or see both things is fine. Like instead of passing it like this, we can copy this and then we can go to this header right content, and we can also get it here also. It's absolutely fine actually. And then what we can do, simply we can pass it here, that user dot username of 0. So now let's save it. Let's see what is happening. See, you can see that we are getting this thing, and then we can do 2 uppercase. Okay, so now this is fine. And what else we can do, like we need to create this logged in part. So we'll do logged in as, and we'll render here what? We'll render the username, right? So we'll do user.username. So logged in as Sangam1. So this is my username. Okay, and what else we can do? We can add some separator here. So we'll add drop down menu separator. So this will give you this separator here. If you see some line is coming, that will be visible clearly. After we'll add something else, and here what we can do, we'll add a drop down menu item. So we'll do drop down menu item. Oh, sorry, we'll need to do it from UI. And here what we'll do, simply import some user icon here. So we'll do user, copy this, or let's skip it. Which one is looking good? This one. Let's copy this and we'll pass it here, import it, and here we'll give a class name. So we'll do here margin right of 2, height of 4, and width of 4. Save it and let's see how this is looking. So here it's coming, and after this what we can do, right, simply we'll keep another separator here. It will look nice. So after this menu item, and then we'll take one more menu item here, and inside this we will take a logout button. So I think we already have some logout button, right? Or we don't have. Let me just check. I think we can take it from here, logout. This one, we'll copy this and we'll paste it here, logout. Here also we'll take a class name. We'll do margin right of 2, height of 4, and width of 4. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we'll just take something like logout. Let's see how this is looking. Let's save it, click here. Awesome. Now here this is coming. Okay, one more thing we need to do. After this, right, we'll add a account text so that user will be able to go to the account page from here. So we'll get account and on click, right? So what you can do, simply let's take like this. So we'll do const and we'll do navigate, and we'll do use navigate, and on click of this, right, menu item, we'll do on click. So we'll do navigate and it will go to /shop/account page. Save it here. Now see, if I click here, it is going to the account page. Awesome. Now here we need to implement the logout, and that we have already done in the admin view, right? And the same thing we need to do here. And this is pretty simple. So the function handle logout, and we'll take a dispatch. We'll do dispatch, we'll do use dispatch, and we'll do dispatch and just log out that user. That's it. Now let's save it. Now click here, log out. Awesome. Let's go back. It's not working. And also something is wrong here, is it? Okay, no, it's working fine. So now let's say if I try to sign in, it's going to the home. If you click here, it's going to the account. If you click here, it's going to the logout. And if you try to access the shopping page, let's say listing, it'll be in the login page. Click sign in. Now also on click of this, we are going to the listing page. This is also correct. And if I click here, it's going to the home page. Awesome job. And for a smaller device, I think this will be in this. Okay, this part we need to check, right? This we need to hide it because we haven't added that logic. So we'll go here in this part where we are passing this header right content. And also I'm thinking, because we are only showing this header when the user is authenticated, so it's not required to pass this is authenticated also. It will work fine. Okay, so even if I remove this part, right? So let's remove this part, and here in this div I'll add a class name, like we'll make this one hidden, and for large I'll make this one block, so it is not there, right? Now if you click, and also you need to pass this inside this sheet content also. So we'll pass the header right content here also. And if I save it, now you see you'll be getting all of this here. Awesome. Now I think this is done. So header is done. So now we need to start working on the listing page first. So we'll start working on the listing page in the next part. Alright everyone, so let's start working on the listing page. So first we'll go to our list page. Let's remove this part and we'll start everything from scratch. Now these things will become interesting from this part because a lot of things we are going to do. So we'll do grid columns of 1. I'm going to go little fast for this CSS, okay? And for this one, for MD, we'll do grid columns. Let's make this one 300 px, 1 fr, okay? And also for gap, we'll do gap of 5. No, let's make this one 6. P of 4, and for MD we'll do P of 6. Here we are going to render the product filtered section. So first implement the product filter. So we'll go to shopping view, and here I'm going to create filter dot JSX. So let's create here function and we'll do product filter. Category filter also you can give, or let's give product filter only, okay? So here, because we will be able to filter based on category and brand. So first let's create this. So we'll do div, we'll take a class name, we'll do bg as background, we'll do rounded large, and we'll do shadow sm. Here I'm going to take another div, I'll do a class name, I'll do p of 4 and border bottom, and inside this I'm going to take a h2 and I'll do filters. Let's take a class name and we'll do text as large and we'll do font semi-bold. Again, I'm repeating, you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing in terms of the CSS part. You can basically make it look nicer by your own adding extra CSS. It's up to you. So I'll do product filter. Let's save it. Let's see what is happening. So you're getting product filters here. Alright, now after this we'll take another div and we'll take a class name and we'll do p of 4 and space y of 3 or 4. And here what we're going to do, right, we are going to use some filter options that I already created in the config. If you see, right, we have a filter option, we have a category will have an ID and name, a label, men, woman, kid, accessory, footwear. Similarly for brand, okay? So I'm going to copy this and then go to our config, and here I'm going to export it. So we'll do export const filter options. Now we'll come here and then we'll do object dot keys of filter options dot map. This will be key item, and here what we're going to render, so let's render a fragment, and inside this we'll take a div and let's take a h3. Here I'm going to do, so we need to render the key item, right? So if I go here, you can see we have a category and also have a brand. So we'll do here key item, let's save it, let's see how this is coming. So category and brand, that is fine. And after this we'll take some class name also for this one. So let's text base, and what will font bold or semi bold. Let's do this on bold. Let's see how this is looking. Okay, this is fine. If I make this on bold, light, let's make this one also bold, or do this on extra bold. Okay, now after this we'll take one more div here and we'll take a class name, we'll do grid gap of 2 and margin top of 2, and here we are going to render this. So we'll have a key item, so we'll do key item of this current key, which will be this part. So how we are going to do that? So we'll do filter options of that key item dot map, and then we'll do option, and here what we are going to return, we'll return a label, and we need to get some checkbox. So we'll go here, let's install checkbox. I think they have added some new chart features also, which is looking awesome actually. See, okay, now let's go here and then let's add checkbox. And here also let's give some class name in this label. So we'll give this one as flex, item center, gap of 2, and we'll do font normal. Inside this we need some checkbox. So we need to pass some checked property, but for now this is fine. Let's save it and let's see how this is looking first. Okay, we are getting all this, and then after this we are going to render the option label. So we'll do option dot, we have the label. Okay, and one more thing that I'm thinking, that we'll make this on font medium. I think we already have font normal. Okay, let's remove this, it's looking not good. Font medium, I think this is fine. Now after this what we are going to do, right? Okay, we have label div. So here I'm going to give some separator. I think they also have some separator component. Let me check this one. So let's install this also. So that in every section we'll have some kind of separator. If you want, you can add some more also here. So I think it's installing and it is done. So we'll add a separator component. Let's see how this is looking. Okay, this is fine. So now once this is done, this part is the basic UI part is done obviously, but we need to implement lot of functionality part, but we need to also start working on this right side. So where we will be rendering the products as well as the sort options. So we'll go to listing, and after this product filter we'll take another div, we'll take a class name, we'll do bg background, we'll do width as full, we'll do rounded large, and we'll do shadow sm. We'll take one more div here, we'll do class name, we'll do p of 4 border bottom, we'll do flex, item center, and justify between. Inside this we'll take a h2 and we'll render all products. Let's take a class name, so we'll do text large, and we'll do font semi bold. Now I think it would be better if we make this one extra bold only, because it will look identical or same kind of. Yes. Okay, so now after this h2, what else we need? We need to render the sort options. We'll take another div, we'll take flex, item center, and gap of 2, and inside this we'll take one more span, and we'll do class name as text muted foreground, and here we are going to render the count. So let's say we have 10 products, so it will come here, so having 10 products or something. Okay, and after this we are going to render one more drop down menu, so we'll do drop down menu, and inside this we will have a drop down menu trigger. So render as child, and inside this we are going to render a button. Okay, and there will be some arrow icon, I think arrow up down or something, arrow up down something is there, or is it? Let me check. There will be some arrow up down, yeah, this one, arrow up down icon, and here I'm going to pass a class name. So again we will make this on variant as, sorry, not class name, we need to pass the variant. We'll do variant as outline, and we'll do size as sm. Also we'll do class name, so we will do this one as flex, item center, and gap of 1. Then we'll be having this one, so here also we'll take a class name, so we'll do height of 4 and width of 4. This part we have already done multiple times, so I'm not discussing in details. And this I'll give this one a sort by. Okay, let's save it, let's see how this is looking. See that we're getting this. Okay, also one more thing that we need to do here, we need to make this on the right side, right? And for that, what we can do, we need to move this drop down menu inside this div only, so that it will be on the side by side. Yes, also let's give some margin right as 2. Okay, not margin right, I think we need to for this div, right, will give a gap of 12. Okay, let's see what is happening here. Oh, sorry, I think I have given in the wrong place. Not here, not here. We need to give here. So gap of 3. Now I think this would be gap of 3. Yes. Okay. So now after this sort by, we need to render the menu content. So after this, we'll render drop down menu content. And here we will pass a align property, which will be end, and also we'll give a class name, so we'll give a width of 200 px, and inside this we need to render the drop down menu radio group. Okay, so here we need to render the sort options. So for this one, I already have some sort options. We have a price low to high, price high to low, title A to Z, and title Z to A. It's up to you, you can change this ID value. I thought I'll keep it like this, but there is no, absolutely not required that to use the same. You can modify by your own. So here I'll do export and I'll paste it here, and then inside these I'm going to render in this drop down radio button, I'm going to render the sort options dot map. This will be my sort item, and here I'm going to do drop down menu radio item. Okay, and here I'm going to render the sort item dot label, and also let's give a key here, which will be sort item dot key, no, not dot id. Okay, and I think this is done. So now let's save it and let's see what we're getting. So if I click here, right, see we are getting all this. So whatever you'll select, now what we need to do, basically we need to pass a value property here, and whatever value property we will be passing, based on that we need to create the selection. But that is fine. First thing is that the main structure is done and this is looking nice. So first let's do one thing. Let's basically fetch the list of products, and then we are going to render the list of products, and after that we'll start working on the filter functionality. So let's do that in the next part. Alright, so let's render the list of products now. Okay, so first let's go here. After this, we'll take one more div here. We'll take a class name, we'll make grid columns of 1. For SM, I'm going to do grid columns of 2. For MD, I'm going to do grid columns of 3. I think let's keep this on 3 or 4. We'll see which one is looking good, right? We'll test it, and we'll do P of 4. And here what we need to do, we need to render the list of products. So for that, remember we have created one product tile for admin view, and we decided that we'll keep it separate for shopping and the admin view. So again, don't get confused. For the shopping view, I'm going to create one more product tile. Okay, so this will be product tile.jsx, and here if you go right in this product tile, we have given admin product tile. So this will be my shopping product tile. So I'll do function and I'll do shopping product tile. Now here we are going to render everything. So let's start one by one. The first thing, what will happen, we'll receive the product item, correct? I don't have to explain, I think these are already getting the single product item. And here I'm going to return a card component, and here we will be adding some more things, right? So we'll add because in the admin view we haven't added all these things. So we'll do width as full, we'll do max WSM, and we'll do AMAX of auto. Oh, sorry. After this, we'll take a div, and here we'll take one more div, and we'll keep a class name as relative, and inside this we are going to render the image. So here again we have a source, which will be our product dot image, and for alt property we are going to pass the product dot title. So let's take class name. So in the class name we'll do width as full, we'll do height as 300 px, we'll do object as cover, we'll do rounded t large, this one. Okay, so this will be our image. After this, what we are going to do, we will simply check if this product has a sale price. Remember, we have this property, if the sales price and that is greater than 0, so we are going to render a badge component. So if we go here, right, we have a badge component here. So let's see this, we have this badge component. See, there is a reason why this ad scene is very popular, because the components and the uses, everything is really good and the UI looks extremely well. Okay, so it's look very clean. So that is the reason most of the YouTubers also love this, to use this badge and everything, all the other components from SiteCN. And or else, okay, we need to keep it like this, and we'll make this one as null. And here, because if it is in cell, means we'll show a cell badge. And let's display class name. So for this one, we'll make this one absolute. We'll do top as 2, and we'll do left as 2. We'll do bg red, let's make this on 600 or 500, we'll change it later how it will look. And on hover we'll do bg red 700. Let's make this on we'll do 600, and we'll make this on 500. Okay, so this will be our badge component. Now once this is done, we are going to render one more component. I think for now this will be fine, we'll only show the badge here. And after this we are going to render the card content. Okay, so here for this one I'm going to give a class name, and we'll do this one as padding of 4. And inside this we're going to take h2, and we are going to render the product dot title. Let's give a class name, and here we'll give a text as Excel. We'll do font as bold, and we'll do margin bottom of 2. After this we'll take one more div, and here we are going to render the category. So we'll do, no, not category, we need to take one span here inside this. So we'll take one span, and we'll render the product dot category. Okay, and for this one we'll take a class name. So we'll do flex justify between item center and margin bottom of 2. So we'll render one product category, and also render the product brand. We need to change some of the things that we are going to do, but for now this is fine. Let's take a class name. We'll do text as sm, we'll do text muted foreground, and we'll use the same. Okay, I think this is fine. Now after this we will take the similar structure, and we'll do render the price. So we'll do price here, and remember we need to do that thing that if the product is in sales price, so we need to line through that product. So that also we need to do here. So we'll take this, and instead of this we'll take template literals, and we'll do if this product dot sell price is greater than 0, right? So we'll render a line through, or else this. And the rest of the styling, let's remove this, and let's use some different styling. So we'll do text as large, we'll do font semi bold, and we'll do text primary. Okay, and for this one also we'll use the same. We'll copy this, and here we need to do this on sell price, and also here also we need to give the condition, like if the product dot sell price is greater than 0, then only I'll render, or else not. So I'll cut it from here, and let's use the same. Awesome. So now this is done. After this what we're going to do, right? So we also need to render some button. So let's do one thing. After this card content, we'll do card footer, and here I'm going to render a button, and this will be add to cart. Okay, and for this one we'll take a class name and we'll make the width as full, and we'll see how this is looking, and based on that we'll change it. Okay, so now let's save it. This is fine. So now we have created our basic structure for the product tile. We'll go to listing. Now this is very simple. The first thing what we need to do in this page, we need to fetch the list of products, and that we have already done. So we'll do fetch list of products. So we'll take use effect simply, and we need to dispatch. So we'll do const dispatch, and this will be use dispatch. So I'll do dispatch and we'll do fetch all products. But the trick is here, we no need to use this part here. This is the only difference. Sorry, I forgot to mention, for this product shopping view, right, we are going to create a separate controllers which will only consist the shop product controllers, not the admin controllers, because both will be different. The reason is because we also need to implement the filter functionality. Okay, so instead of using like this, let's quickly create all of this, and those things will be pretty simple. Okay, let's save it and let's go to our server side, and in the controllers I'll create one more and I'll give this one name as shop. Okay, and inside this we will create what is the name that we have given, products controller. So we'll give the same products controller .js. So let's create this. So we'll do const get products. Here we also need to get we also implement the filter functionality, right? So instead of doing get products, let's give this one name as filtered products, although we haven't implemented the filter functionality till now, but we need to do it. So we'll do request response, and now here simply we'll do a try, we'll do a catch error, and if there are any errors, simply return this one. So we'll log this error first, and we are going to do a res.status of 500.json. So we'll do success will be false and message will be some error occurred. In the try, what we are going to do, right, simply we'll get the products for now because we haven't implemented the filter functionality, and this will be await product. So let me import it. So we'll do const product, this will be require. So you need to go to the models and product. Okay, so this will be product.find, and we'll get all the products for now, and then we'll pass here res.status 200.json, success will be true, and data will be these products. Awesome. Now I'm going to export this. We'll do module.exports. This will be get filtered products. So we have created the very basic controller here. Now what we need to do, we need to create one more route. Now this route will only hold the shopping related information, right, just like we have created for admin, so that I don't want to mess up things, so I'm creating separate. So here inside routes I'll create another shop view, and here I'm going to create product routes. So we have product, let me see the name what we have given. So we have this inside admin, we have products route. So we'll do products routes.js. Okay, so let's go here and let's copy this from here. We no need to write product routes, and we need to change couple of things. So we no need all of this, and this will be /shop/product controller, and we need the get filtered products. Correct, we no need this one, we only need to get the product. So we'll do router.get, and this will be get filtered products, and then we'll be exporting this one. This is fine. Then we need to go to our main server.js, and what we'll do, we'll create one more, right, and this will be for our shopping. So we'll do const shop products router, and this will be require. So need to go to routes, need to go to shop, and then you need to go to product routes, and then this I'm going to use here. So we'll do app.use, this will be /API/shop. See the difference, for admin it will be admin, for shop, and then /products. So for shopping I'm using a different endpoint, for admin I'm using a different endpoint. Now see, these things is also better for your analytic purpose. For example, like if you want to check how many products are getting sold, so in that case it will not be a mess basically. So now what I'll do, I'll go to my slice, and inside this store I'm going to create one more folder, and let's give some name as shop. And then I'll create one more folder which will be my products slice, and inside this I'll create index.js. Now let's create this. We'll do const what is the name that we have given there. Let's see, given admin product slice, so I'm going to give this one as shop product slice. This will be create slice. Name I'm going to give, what is the name that we have given, admin products, so we'll give shop products, shopping products, or shop products. I think shop products is looking weird, let's give shopping products. And same I'll give here also, shopping product slice. Then I'm going to give a initial state, so let's take here initial state. So I'll give is loading will be false, and products, what is the thing that you have given here, product list. Now don't get confused with this. This is for the shopping view. Okay, here I'm going to pass the reducer which will be empty, and also you need to pass a extra reducers, right, because we need to write some logic. So now what I'll do, will simply copy this from here, this fetch all products, and then what is the name that we have given, I'm thinking, like, so that it will differentiate. So we have fetch all products. Let me think. We'll do fetch all filtered products. Okay, and here instead of this I'm going to do this on shop products and get, because we'll be getting from the shopping. So fetch all products, right, and then what you're going to do, will simply add the cases. So we'll do builder dot add case. So we'll do fetch all products dot pending. Oh, I think we have to import it. Let me just import it from here. So copy this, and then this will be dot pending. So this will give us state and action. So here I'll do state dot is loading will be true. We'll add one more case, so let's copy this, paste it here, and this will be for if this is getting fulfilled. So is loading will be false, and we'll do state dot product list. So for now again I'm going to do action dot payload, but we are going to log this, and we'll see what you're getting. So log action dot payload, and we are going to add one more case which will be this is getting rejected. So I'll make this on is loading false, product list will be empty. That's it. So now I'm going to export it. So I'll do export default, and this is our shopping view product slice dot reducer, and I think this is done. So now we need to go to our store. Let's import it. So we'll do shop product slice, and we need to go to shop / product slice, and I'll give this one as shop products. So we have admin products, and then we have shop products. That's it. So now let's save it, and now we'll go to our product listing page, and remember we're dispatching this, right? So we'll do use effect now. We'll do dispatch, and instead of fetching from the admin side, I'm going to fetch. We'll do get filtered. What is the name that we have given? Let's see once. Fetch all filtered products. Okay, so we'll do fetch all filtered products, and then I'm going to get the product list from where, from our selector. So we'll do selector, and then we'll do state, and instead of doing state dot admin products, we need to do shop products. You know why? Because we've given here shop products. This is the one. So we'll do state dot shop products, and here we need to get the product list. Now let's log this here. So let's open console. Okay, we're getting array of 0. Refresh this page. Okay, this is not triggering. Something is error there, is it? We're getting empty, but the API is not getting called. This is weird actually. So let's go here. Let's see what is the thing that is happening here. It's only calling this one. So what is the step that we have missed? I think this is shop products and get only, right? Let's see once. Shop / products and then product routes. This is get only, get filtered products. I think this is fine. I think it's not triggering from here. It's not going here. I think that is the problem. Let's see if this is coming here or not. So we'll fetch all filtered products. It's coming here actually. Okay, and if I log this result here, okay, something is going wrong. Axios we haven't oh my god, man. I know this kind of issues I'll do. Now we are getting get and then success 2 and data is now 2. Awesome. And also if you go here, right, we will be getting this action.payload. So here also we'll be getting this. So save it. Let's see what we're getting here. So we're getting this data, right? And inside data we are having the, so instead of doing this action.payload, we need to do action.payload.data. Let's save it. Now you go here, right? We'll be getting 2 products. See, we're getting 2 products. Now what we need to do? It's very simple. So we need to just log these products, right? So we'll go to our product listing, and here we need to basically check if this product list and then product list dot length greater than 0. So we'll do product list dot map, we'll do product item, and we'll import the product tile. What is the name that we have given? I think product tile, shopping product tile. Okay, so we'll import the shopping product tile. We'll do shopping product tile, and here we need to pass the product, which will be my product item, or else will render null. Let's save it and let's see what is happening. That's it. Okay, but here this is breaking. This part we need to check why it is coming like this. Something we have done wrong in the, I think in this layout structure. Let's see. First thing first, we'll go here, right, and we'll give this one as $. So this is the first step we need to make fix. And then here also we need to change it, like we are getting in small, right? So this part we can check it, change it very easily. So what we'll do, right, we'll go to our config, and then we have this category filter and the brand filter, right? So in that case, what we are going to do, simply let's do one thing. So I'm going to copy this and we'll do export const category options map, right? And then what we can do, we can simply pass this. So what we can do, right, we'll do something like this. So if it is men, it will be man, right? If it is woman, it will be woman. Then for kids, it will be kids. Or what I'm thinking, right, we can just simply make the first letter as capital. Why we are doing all of this, right? The reason is because we need this something like this. Okay, let's do this one. I think it will be better. We'll do kids, then we have accessories, This will be accessories, and then you have a footwear. Okay, then we'll copy this and we'll do brand options map. So here we have the Nike, then we have the Adidas, then we have Puma, so Puma is there, then Levi, then you have Zara, and at the end we are having the H&M. So H&M. Okay, so now we'll go to a product tile, and what is the name that we have given? So brand options map and category options map, correct? Where we have done all of this, man. Again I'm doing this kind of mistake. I've done this here in this category filter map. We need to fix it. So we need to do it here. See this kind of thing, right? Because I've done there, again I need to write. Okay, let me quickly do it. I'll just fast forward this part. Alright, so I just created this. Okay, so now we'll go there in the product tile and we've rendered this, right? So we'll do this one as category options map of this, and we'll do this one as brand options map of this. So now this is fixed, but this part we need to check why this image is coming like this. So let's see the issue here. I think there must be some problem with this flex property or something. Alright, so let's see what is the problem. So the first problem, if you see, right, we have given width, it will be full, and the badge we have imported from Lucid React. We need to import it from our UI. Awesome. Also, let's do something like this. Also, we are not able to see the title. That is actually weird. So that part we need to check what is happening here in this product.title. So this will be title. Alright, so you're getting title, man, Adidas, and then for this category, right? So if I do Excel, how this is looking, let's see. Yeah, let's do this one, and let's do this one also. So we'll do Excel. Or this is looking bad. I think it was previously, it was good. Or let's do something like, if I do like manually 16px, how this is coming. Let's do 18. No, I think 16 was good. Let's do 16 only then. Okay, so now you can see we are getting this one, but this is looking very bad. That is not bad. That is the reason I decided, like, we'll see and then we'll, based on that, we'll change. So we'll go to listing, right, and for large we'll make this one grid columns of 4. Okay, now this is fine. Awesome. So now this is working fine. Let's refresh this. Alright everyone, so now I'm going to test it once. Okay, so let's go here and then log in with my admin account. Go to products. So you're having 2 products, right? So let's add one more product here. Let's add let's say this one, and then I'll do some product 3. We'll do product 3, add this one. We'll give some anything like accessories, brand I'll give Zara, product price 250, sale 150, stock 10. Now I'm going to basically do add. So now we are getting product 3, and then let's edit it and change this one to, let's say, men. Edit this one. This is fine. Now let's refresh this. Awesome, right? Now we are getting the data here. So now this data is getting updated here. Now what we need to do first we'll implement the filter functionality, because there are a lot of things you can learn from this filter and the sort. After that we'll be start working on the details page. Alright, so let's start working on the filter functionality. But before that, we need to update this 10 products part, right? So here what we can do simply, we'll pass here product list dot length. Okay, so we have 3 products. Now to start working on the filter functionality, we need to take some step. So we'll take here filters and set filters, and this will be use state of null. And also we are going to take one more, which will be to maintain our sort. So we'll do sort and set sort, and this will be use state of null. Alright, so the first thing what we need to do for the sorting, right? So we have this drop down menu radio group. So if you see, right, we have this drop down menu radio group. Here we need to pass a value property, and this value property will be our sort, that what is the current sort that we have selected. And here also we need to pass a on value change property, which will be our handle sort. Now this on this on value change will give you the current value, and based on this you'll be able to set it. So if I go here, right, and let's create this function handle sort.